Hi viewers, welcome back to my Nani's kitchen. Today we are going to show you how to prepare fruit cake. For this I have taken 1 cup of all-purpose flour, that is Maida, half a cup of sugar, 3 eggs, half cup of milk, 1 stick of butter, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/8, that means a pinch of baking soda, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Here I am using unsalted butter so that I am adding little bit of salt. If you are using salted butter, you need not to add the salt. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and here I am using pure vanilla extract, and half a cup of Tutti Frutti. To a loaf tin, I just applied some oil and lined the parchment paper so that it is easy to take out the cake. To a bigger bowl, just take 1 sifter and add all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda and salt, and just sift all these things together so that all the things will be combined properly. To a large bowl, add butter. The butter should be at room temperature, and now I am using hand mixer. If you have stand mixer, you can use it, or else you can use a whisk also. So now we have to beat the butter for at least 2 minutes continuously so that some air will be incorporated into the butter. And now let's add the sugar. And before starting the hand mixer, just mix the sugar and butter properly, and then we have to mix the sugar and butter for at least 3 minutes until it becomes light and fluffy. Now you can see how light the butter and sugar. And now let's add eggs one by one. So add first egg and beat it. And after beating the first egg, add the second one and again beat it, and add the last and third egg. Usually when we are beating the eggs along with butter and sugar, sometimes you may get curdles, but no need to worry about that. Once we mix the flour, it will be okay. Now add vanilla extract, and let's beat the vanilla extract along with the eggs and everything. Now let's add half of the flour, and let's mix the flour with the wet ingredients, and then we have to add the Tutti Frutti. And now let's add the Tutti Frutti. Mix the Tutti Frutti, and while mixing the flour and fruit, do not start the mixer, just mix it with the hand. And now let's add the rest of the flour. Mix this. Now let's add some milk. Here I am adding half of the milk. We have to see the consistency and add the milk. And now just mix once and start the mixer, and at least mix for 30 seconds. This is a consistency that we are looking for, and here I used 1/4 cup of milk. That means half of the milk which I have taken. That is enough now. So now let's bake the cake. Preheat the oven at 350 degree Fahrenheit and fill the pan with the cake batter. After filling the cake batter, just tap the pan gently so that any air bubbles are formed, it will be pop up. So just gently tap it. So now let's bake the fruit cake at 350 degree Fahrenheit for at least 25 minutes. The fruit cake is ready. Now let's check out. Take a toothpick and just insert in the center, and if it is clean, then the cake is completely done. Now allow the cake to cool down completely. Now the fruit cake is completely cooled down, so let's take it onto a plate and remove the parchment paper. You can see how nicely the fruit cake is baked. You can see here. Let's cut the fruit cake. You can see here how nicely the cake is baked and it is fluffy. You can see the fruits and the cake is light in color. It's very nice and looking yummy. Thanks for watching. See you in next video.